Following a 3-day break, the Elmira Pioneers enter into game 34 on the season, but they have to look to try and win the last 4 that they've got. They come in and they take on a team that they have split their season with and just beat them last week at home at Dunfield. It's the Geneva Red Wings, and it's the Elmira Pioneers taking place here on the Elmira Pioneers Broadcasting Network. Anthony Labonte taking you through the action here today, and we'd like to take a second to acknowledge, I know some folks, of course this is an opposing ballpark, so we only get as many angles as we can. My camera is only able to be stationed here, so we apologize for the obstructed view. However, right now, what we're going to see is a game between these two sides where both sides do still have an opportunity to make the playoffs on the season. However, both have to look in terms of winning out. And let's take a look at the standings right now. Batavia, they sit in first. They're 26-9-1. Jamestown, 24-9-2. So those are the top 2 seeds. Those are automatically guaranteed into the playoffs. Auburn is sitting pretty right now in third, 20-15. They came in yesterday and beat the Red Wings here at home, here at Geneva. They sit there at third. Opportunity does arise, though. They are not currently locked in. Niagara sits at 4. They jumped Elmira following their couple of wins this past week where they beat Batavia and they beat Newark. So they move there into the 4th seed. Elmira sits at 17-16. Niagara, they play Olean, who's 16-17. They still have an opportunity to make it in, while Geneva, they're 14-19. They have to win out and hope for a little bit of shenanigans to happen around to potentially get that 4 spot and make it into the playoffs. Falls and Newark, they are eliminated right now. And coming up to bat real quick for the Elmira Pioneers is Alex Davis. This is going to be his first time leading off this season for the Elmira Pioneers. Today, the Pioneers are rocking with just 9 members in their lineup. Of course, in the PGCBL, you have the choice of 10 or 9 players that you can end up running. And today, Pioneers just have 9. And it starts with Alex Davis here. First pitch coming in to Davis. He shows bunt. He pulls back. Ball 1 incoming. And that's how the game starts. Official start time, 6:34 p.m. here from Geneva, New York. And on the mound for the Red Wings, it's going to be Osei Sakota, who makes his first start here today. He's normally a long reliever for the Red Wings. 1-0 incoming. That pitch will go for a strike, so 1-1 now incoming for Alex Davis to get things going. Davis, last game that was against Auburn, he walked 5 times in that one. He had 5 plate appearances, got on every single time by ball 4. That one swung on a miss there. It's going to be a 1-2 count now incoming for the Elmira Pioneers. On deck, Manny Castro as well for the team to look to bring things through. Davis looking to start out early. Pitch, that one's hit on the ground. It goes foul. So remains a 1-2 count. Temperature right now sitting in the high 60s. We have some clouds overhead right now, so the lights are on here from John Salone Field as Sakota gets set and gets ready to deal to Alex Davis. The pitch on the 1-2. That one cut on a miss there for strike 3. First punch out of the day for Sakota, and that's the first out. And with that, let's take a peek at the fielders for the Red Wings. Ryan Petagrasso's at third. Casey Burkcroft sits at short. Lucas Marsh, he's the second baseman. Andrew Hossman's at first. From left to right, it's Dylan Briggs, Jeremy Riccio, and Kenta Minikata. CJ Orego is doing the catching right now for Sakota. Manny Castro comes up now for the Pioneers. He sits in the 2-hole today, playing third base. That one goes for a strike. Big change in terms of the lineup for the Pioneers. No Caleb Delaney. This is their first game without him since June 21st. That one's fouled away. It's an 0-2 count. So no Caleb Delaney, who is batting .500 for the team. So he's on the outside, and Nick Spanner as well not here. So a lot of change in this lineup. That's where you see Manny Castro move from the cleanup spot over to the 2-hole. 0-2 count coming in for him, though. pitch from Sakota. That one swung on a miss again. It's going to be strike 3 once more. So 2 down for the Pioneers, both by way of strikeout by Sakota. And now Brett Baker steps up. Baker playing in center field, remains in the 3-hole. He enters into this one with a 1049 OPS, and he just continues to deal. In the past 26 straight games, he's been able to get on base. As now, Baker gets ready here. Look comes, that throw, that one's hit hard, and it's going to hit down, and it's going to go into the outfield. Baker has himself a single, a drop single over there towards first base that goes into the outfield. First man gets on, and now Baker has a 15-game hitting streak that he's looking at. And Brett Baker continuing to work for the Pioneers. They have their first man on, and now coming up is the cleanup hitter in Jalen Tidwell. Tidwell and Brett Baker both with on-base percentages of .521. And now Tidwell comes up here. What's helped Tidwell has been that hit-by-pitch number. He has 16 so far this season. That's number 1 in the entirety of the PGCBL. First pitch comes in, outside corner strike. It's an 0-1 count. So Pioneers already able to get a hit on the board by way of Brett Baker. Now looking for their 4-man to try and get something moving and potentially move Baker towards home. That one's outside. It's a 1-1. As I mentioned, Niagara Ironbacks today taking on the Olean Oilers. That game is going to be crucial for the playoff implications. Of course, the only way to get there is the Pioneers having to win their game here. They have come to Geneva just once this season. They ended up losing that game to the Red Wings following an early departure by Landon Birch and Coach Drum. Pitch, that one's fouled off. It's going to be a 1-2. So now the Pioneers, with just one more strike to work with here in the top half of the first inning of this 9-inning contest. Tidwell gets ready here. Of course, standings are determined via winning percentage, so it's not necessarily all about how many games you overall win. That one's fouled off. It also depends on how many games you play in total. So it'll remain a 1-2 here for Jalen Tidwell. Sakota trying to see if he can get the third out, potentially by strikeouts. First 2 came by strike 3 earlier. Swinging strikes on those. Pitch, that one's high. Throw up, throw down, not in time. Brett Baker's able to steal. So it'll be a 2-2 count with a man in scoring position for Jalen Tidwell. Stolen base coming in there for Brett Baker. And so now opportunity to try and get another RBI on the board for him. Set here is Sakota. He looks back towards Baker. The throw comes in. That one's fouled off. There, so remain at 2-2. For Brett Baker, that there will be his 8th stolen base on the season. Now it remains a 2-2 for the man wearing 22, Jalen Tidwell. Gets a little swivel of the hips in there before getting set. Sakota kicks, deals. That one's high. 3-2 now. Full count incoming for Jalen Tidwell. We're going to try and get 2 men on. Brett Baker's currently sitting at second base. He got there by way of a single and then stole in this at-bat. Pitch, that one is hit on the ground. It's going to roll just a little bit. Orego's going to grab it. He throws over to first in time for Hossman for the third out. So despite the hit and stolen base by Brett Baker, no score for the Pioneers. Heading into the bottom half of the first, the Red Wings get ready to go. It's 0-0 here from Geneva, New York. Back here in Geneva, New York, as we get ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Mikey Geisler, he takes the mound for this one. He has just one start so far this season. That was against Niagara Falls, where he ended up going 4 innings. Had just 1 run go past him, along with 6 strikeouts. So he looks to use this one as kind of a build-up start before heading into potential postseason play. As well, hopefully have a guy who can lock down on the mound and give you the win that you need here, as the Red Wings will get ready as well for this one. They've got a lot of ability to flex around, a lot of moving parts on their lineup, including the guy who will come up first in Dylan Briggs, as they get ready to throw down here. Brandon Duback there behind the dish, but Dylan Briggs will start things off. He's a 300 hitter for the Red Wings and looks ready to try and get something moving here. He has just 3 extra base hits on the season, all of which have been doubles. Pioneers were able to get a hit in the top half of the inning. Red Wings looking to see if they can counteract that and get something on the board here, as Briggs takes his second and now steps on in. Geisler, his 3rd season with the Elmira Pioneers, is called upon to try and take a load off of the rotation staff that's changed just so much this season. First pitch coming into Briggs, that one outside, ball 1 on the fastball. Will go 1-0. Starting earlier this season, it was the 3-man rotation of, well, even more than 3, but it was that rotation of the Birches and, well, as Hale and Hayes. Now it's morphed into Hayes and Geisler, and potentially you see Waldridge sometimes coming in there, and he had that strong outing against Batavia. 1-1 incoming here for Briggs. Geisler kicks and fires that one. Fastball gets by him. It's going to be a 1-2. A lot of speed on that pitch there from Mikey Geisler. Looks to potentially use to his benefit. Briggs was not able to get on that one. He was just late. 1-2 gets a sign from Duback. Geisler kicks, steals that one. Hit on the ground, hit right to him, though. He takes his steps forward, walks over, flips it on over to Aylward at first, and that's the first out. And with that, let's take a peek at the fielders for the Elmira Pioneers. At third base, it's going to be Manny Castro. Jalen Tidwell returns back towards short. Second base has Manny Esley. Jack Aylward's at first. Then from left to right, it's Trevor Reed in left field, Brett Baker, and then Tyson Gingrich as Brandon Duback does the catching for Mikey Geisler. So following the first out, Geisler delivers here. That one's going to go outside for ball 1. As the newest addition for the Geneva Red Wings, and Jeremy Riccio steps up now to get through. The right-handed batter playing center field today. He's got a 1-0 count to him. Pitch, that one swung on a miss there, trying to get it with the end of his bat, no good. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Just a large reach over there by the center fielder to try and get it. Here comes the next pitch, and Geisler's been working that outer part of the zone to try and get on top of Riccio. Once it's worked, twice it has not. See if he tries to attack it again as Duback works on the inner part of the plate. That one, it's going to be swung on and missed there. So he goes back towards the inside with the fastball there. See if he can get a little bit of confusion on Riccio. It's now a 2-2 count with 1 out. Geisler kicks and delivers. That one's hit high in the air towards foul territory. Aylward will run over. No good, though. Well too far out. So remaining a 2-2 count. Geisler once again, going back to that fastball, it seems to be bringing him a lot of success. Riccio was able to get that one, but have to see if he goes back to the fastball or off speed here. That one hit high in the air, off speed it was. Heads over towards right field. Chasing after that one is Gingrich in foul territory. He makes the snag and gets the out. So Tyson Gingrich makes the grab there for the second out, and now coming up is going to be Ben Buxton, who's the designated hitter for this one for the Red Wings. He's batting .313 so far this season and tries to set up a righty-lefty matchup here as he gets up. Rocking the one glove for the Red Wings. First pitch from Geisler. That one's going to go down center lane. It's going to be strike one with a fastball. And so first pitch fastball has seemed to be the strategy here of Geisler. Second pitch outside, 1-1. And with Buxton coming on here, he looks to try and get this moving. Throw comes in. That one's ripped hard, but foul. Hard swing, but we'll go towards foul territory there. 15 hits so far this season, 2 of which are extra base hits. Trying to see if he can get something moving. Geisler looking to potentially get punch out, and that's what he'll do there. He gets him looking on strike 3. Buxton heads down there, and that's 3 outs. We head to the top half of the second inning. It's scoreless here from Geneva, New York. Pioneers, though, were able to get ahead. It's 0-0 here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the... Back now for the top half of the second inning. Brandon Dubak steps up for the Pioneers as they have one hit in the contest so far. First pitch coming to the catcher. That one's going to float on in with a breaking ball for strike number 1. So he sits in a 0-1 count here. Brandon Dubak doing the catching duties for Geisler today, but enters into this contest riding in on a 3-game hitting streak. And he looks to try and extend 0-1 pitch. That one low. It's a 1-1 count. Batting .267 so far this season. Dubak has been slowly increasing that average as the games have gone on here. Pitch, that one's hit on the ground there. He'll head towards foul territory. It's going to be a 1-2 count. He's been used as both the catcher and as an extra hitter / DH this season because they know they'll pop in that bat and just how important it comes with risk. Runners in scoring position. Has a home run this season. That was back in the 23-0 victory over Newark, team they face off against tomorrow at Newark. pitch. That one's hit on the ground there. Heads over towards the third baseman there, and Petagrasso, who throws over to first for Houseman in time for the first out. So one down now for the Pioneers, and up to bat comes Jack Aylward. Jack Aylward so far this year batting .228, but here in Geneva, he had an incredible performance where he ended up hitting his first home run of the season, sent it over the left field wall, trying to see if he can do so once again here. It's the answer ready to go. Versus Geneva, he's 2 for 5 on the year. Home run with a pair of RBIs. Sakota, first pitch. That one is going to bounce in the dirt. It's going to be ball 1. And Aylward's been getting a fair bit of the pop in his bat than we've seen the past couple of games. Problem has been that he just pulls it a little too much. It heads towards foul territory, trying to see if he can get into the field of play here. Maybe break up this scoreless tie. 1-0, the pitch. That one, low, 2-0. So he'll take a second before coming in. Something interesting is you see on his thumb the new ring there. Not normally see that on his gloves. He just wears the gloves as they are. That one goes in there for a strike. It's going to be a 2-1. So 2-1 count now here for Aylward. You normally see, of course, the compression sleeve, the red one there, the white gloves. Now you see that extra little bit of green on his hand. 2-1 from Sakota. That pitch is going to be inside. It's a 3-1. So Aylward does not have to swing if he doesn't like the pitch. It's a 3-1 count. But knowing how he can, if he has a pitch that he likes, he can absolutely demolish it. 3-1 incoming. The pitch, that one high, ball 4. Aylward gets on again. And that's something that I don't want to undermine, is just how well Jack Aylward can get on base when he's asked to. As up to bat now comes Trevor Reed to take this forward. Before Jack Aylward this season, he has an on-base percentage of 46.3. So now Trevor Reed comes up here. He's got to start for himself. This is going to be his first start since the 12th of July. That one goes in there for a strike. There. He's just played in one game versus Geneva this season. He went 0 for 4 in that one. Pair of strikeouts. Trying to see if he can get his first hit against the Red Wings this season. 1-1 count now for Trevor Reed. He was an opening day starter in that opening contest against Batavia just a couple months ago. That one's hit hard towards center field. It's going to drop on in, so that's a single there for Trevor Reed. A bobble out in center field by Riccio, but either way, it's a single, and now it's 2 men on, thanks to the bat of Trevor Reed. Now Tyson Gingrich will step up for the Pioneers. One of 2 lefty bats in this lineup today. And he steps on now. He's 3 for his last 15. But with 5 RBIs in that stint, a fair number of sacrifice flies. First pitch comes in. That one's going to be low. Arrigo makes the stop back there. It's going to be a 1-0 count coming here for Gingrich to look to work with. Had a home run earlier this season. That was against Niagara Falls, where he just absolutely smoked one over the right field wall. That one goes in there for a strike. It's going to be a 1-1. And for Sakota, these are the kind of situations he's seen all season. Coming out of the pen, having some runners on and just having to work, step off there. No one's in the area to play. So just step off, no throw. Potentially trying to pick off Aylward. So it remains 1-1 count here for Gingrich. Aylward on second, Reed over at first. The pitch, that one's ripped hard, but foul by Gingrich. Just roped a little too much to the right. Just too early on the swing. So now it's a 1-2 count here for the 8-hole hitter. So going to get set, trying to get the second out of this inning, and swing and miss there, will get it. So his third punch out of the day there, and now coming up is going to be the 9-hole hitter, the bottom of the order. It's Manny Esley stepping up here, who played in that last game against Geneva last Tuesday. And that one, he was able to get a sacrifice fly that scored a run. Unfortunately, Pioneers not able to win that contest. First pitch, that one's low. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Sakona entered into the day today with a 6.04 ERA. However, he's been very strong. Entered in with 20 strikeouts, now sitting at 23 on the season. 1-0 the pitch. That one is fouled off by Esley. It's going to be a 1-1. Now, so 1-1 count here. Esley, the 9-hole hitter, gets back into the box. Batting 146 so far this season. Pitch, that one low. Good block there by Arrigo to make sure that no one starts running. And will now be a 2-1 count incoming here. As Esley steps back into the right-handed batter's box. To look for this one. Pitch comes in, and that one is going to be a ball. Esley shook his head. He knew he didn't need to swing at that one. It's going to be a 3-1 count now incoming for him. One pitch away from loading the bases are the Pioneers. 2 outs here. 3-1. Skoda, the pitch. That one, inside strike. Gets the breaking ball in there. So now with a full count, Manny Esley just has to protect the plate. 2 down, top half of the second inning here from Geneva, New York. The pitch, that one, outside, ball 4, bases are loaded. Sakona starting giving a little jump, was not too pleased with the call on that one. But that'll load the bases. Is now coming up is going to be Alex Davis. The man who led it all off to start the ball game. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. But now bases are loaded. Jack Aylward is over at third. Second base is pitch in there. That's going to be a ball. Has Trevor Reed. And first base has Manny Esley. A 1-0 count now here for Alex Davis. 2 walks in this inning. Pitch, that one goes for a strike. Even exchange 1 for 1 here. Good framing by Arrigo to get that one for a strike. 2 hits so far in the contest by the Pioneers. Pitch, that one goes for another strike. It's going to be a 1-2. The hits have come from Trevor Reed and Brett Baker. Three strikeouts so far by this arm in Sakota. Trying to see if he can get another one here. 1-2, the pitch. That one's hit on the ground. It'll go foul, though, by Davis. Remains 1-2. And right now, with bases loaded, Davis looks to try and take the lead for the Pioneers. Nothing ball game. 1-2, the pitch. That one's hit foul. Coach Drum looks to make a play over at third base. Not able to do so. Hit off the bare hand. Remain 1-2. Coach Drum, the third base coach, while Coach Burkhand stands over at first. Set now. Sakota kicks, steals that one. Swung on the ground. It's going to go foul once again. Davis protecting the plate, getting a couple of swings in. 3 in a row have gone foul, though. Now I have to wonder if Sakota tries to go with a chase pitch, something breaking out of part of the plate. 1-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded. The pitch. That one's high. Fastball. Just a piece of high cheese. No good there. It's a 2-2 count. Davis trying to put the Pioneers on the board first. 2-2, the pitch. That one swung on a miss there. Forward strike 3. That's going to be his 4th punch out of the day for Sakota. And that will end the top half of the inning. Pioneers are not able to score. Head to the bottom half of the inning. It is 0-0 here from Geneva, New York. Bottom 2 remains here 0-0 in Geneva, New York, as coming up to bat is going to be the 4-hitter for the Red Wings. It's Andrew Hossman, the first baseman, getting ready to go here as Geisler gets prepared on the mound. He struck out 1 in the first half, and he only faced off against 3 batters. Getting ready now. Looks towards Duback for the first pitch call. Kick, deal, that one. Fastball outside, no good. Just low, out and low. It's ball 1. That's been the pitch that Geisler has been looking at this entire ball game, has been his fastball. That one fouled off. It's going to be a 1-1. And if he can get that on point, and it's just blown past these batters for Geneva. Only one time was it a good swing. Riccio had a foul ball on it, then the off-speed took him out. 1-1, the pitch. That one goes for a strike. It's going to be a 1-2. Incoming now. 1-2. The breaking ball got that second strike in the heart of the plate. The pitch, that one outside fastball, no good. It's going to be 2-2. He's trying to get him to chase. 2-2 count now incoming for Hossman. Trying to get the first out here, the bottom half of the inning of the Pioneers. The pitch, that one's hit high in the air towards foul territory. Aylward will run over, but it's going to head into the stands. It'll remain 2-2. Looking towards pitch number 6 of this at-bat. As Hossman batting on the year 167. The pitch, that one swung on a miss there for strike 3. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Geisler. And so now coming up is going to be a C.J. Arago, the catcher in the contest. He steps on in, batting .268 so far this season. As 4 have come up so far in this ball game for Geneva, and all 4 have gone down in order. Geisler gets the sign from Duback. The pitch, that one is swung foul into the mid. It's going to be a strike, so a 1 count incoming. Fastball once again in favor of Geisler. Here's the second pitch. That's a breaking ball for another strike. Just a filthy pitch there from Mikey Geisler to get the strike coming in. It's 0-2 count now, 1 out. Kick, deal, that one fouled off. Arago staying alive in this at-bat despite going down by 2 strikes. 0-2 it still is for this one. Set on the rubber. Duback moves over towards the outside part of the plate. That one is fouled off. Ball ran inside. Arago hits it late there. So 4 pitches in this at-bat. All have gone for strikes. 2 foul balls included in that. Trying to see if he can get another punch out in this contest is Mikey Geisler. 0-2 pitch, that one outside. 1-2. One-two count incoming. To make sense, the pitch, that one's hit high in the air. In foul territory, Aylward pans over, reaches out his glove, and makes the grab for the out. So 2 down now after Jack Aylward makes the grab over in foul territory. And now coming up is going to be Filipponi, the extra hitter in this one. I think Filipponi looks to try and get the first base runner on for the Red Wings. As set and ready to deliver is going to be Mikey Geisler. The pitch, that one swung on a miss there. High cheese goes in. It's going to be an 0-1. Just blitz right past the bat of Filipponi. The next pitch, trying to go outside, framing not enough there by Duback. It'll be a 1-1. Coming in. So 1-1 count coming now for Filipponi. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. The pitch, that one outside, 2-1. The right-handed batter trying to see if he can get one on Geisler. 2-1. The pitch, that one swung on the ground, foul. It's now a 2-2 count with 2 outs here. Just one more strike Geisler needs to get out of this inning. Filipponi has been able to hold off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, that one outside, ball 3. Good eye from Filipponi not to try and swing on the outside fastball. Full count incoming, 3-2. Geisler set, kicks, steals the pitch. That one is hit high into the air, heads over towards right field. Underneath that one is going to be Gingrich for a can of corn and the third out. So down goes the Red Wings in order. We head to the top half of the third inning and remains scoreless here from Geneva, New York. It's 0-0. Pioneers looking to get their bats in order here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance. Back here for the top half of the third inning, Manny Castro steps up for the Pioneers as Dakota remains on the mound for the Red Wings to take through this one. Score update from around the West Division. The Batavia Muck Dogs and Auburn Double Days right now in the bottom of the third. They're tied at ones. They're in Auburn, while in the bottom of the second inning, Olean, they're at Niagara, Canada, the Ironbacks, and that currently sits at 1-0 in favor of Olean. First pitch came in there for a strike there against Castro. It's going to be an 0-1 count. That one is swung and batted right into the outfield. Castro has himself a hit. His first hit of the ball game, third hit of the day for the Pioneers, and now there's a man on first with no outs. And so immediately, Castro is able to make a big play there, and coming up now is Brett Baker, who had the single earlier and was able to steal a bag to get on to second with a duck on the pond. Opportunity now arises to potentially score a run, and with a man who has as much speed as Manny Castro, that could end up changing things. CJ Arego looking to try and hold that off. The pitch, that one's inside. There, it's going to be a 1-0 count coming here for Baker on this one. And so, here comes the next pitch to Baker. That one's going to be fouled there. It'll be a 1-1 count now incoming for him. Arego so far this season, he's caught 10 runners stealing. Looking to try and increase that here if Castro ends up running. The pitch, that one is going to be just a touch high. It's going to be a 2-1. Thought he had the spot. Not able to do so. So 2-1 count now here. With no outs to Brett Baker. Manny Castro over at first following his hard hit ball down the left infield side in between the two fielders. It's a 3-1 count now incoming here. 3-1 count coming here for Brett Baker. Sakona kicks and deals. That one will go for a strike on the outside corner. So now it is a full count incoming for Brett Baker with a man on first base. And Manny Castro. Have to wonder if he gets a sign to go here with no outs. 3-2 the pitch. That one is hit hard and fouled there by Brett Baker. Ball came inside part of the plate. was able to get a piece of it, headed towards foul territory on the left side of the field. So it remains a 3-2 count. Baker had that single earlier in the ball game that went towards the right side of the infield and got out towards the outfield. Pitch, that one's hit hard, and he goes opposite direction with that one. It heads into the outfield grass, and that's going to be another single here for Brett Baker on a full count. No outs, and there's 2 men on, following a big swing by Brett Baker. Back-to-back singles, back-to-back hits. It's now going to be man on second, man on first, with Jalen Tidwell coming to the plate. Tidwell so far today, 0 for 1 with the ground out, and that was one that was just kind of dribbled out in the infield grass where the catcher in Arago was able to throw down towards first. First pitch coming in. Tidwell swings on that one, heads over towards left field. It's going back there, and it's going to be attacking there by the left fielder in Dylan Briggs. Looked like Tidwell got a good piece of that one, but just did not able to fly out as he would like. So one's down now. There is a touch of wind coming in, but not enough that would, not incredibly hard gusts, but there is a little bit. So one down here is coming up to bat now is going to be Brandon Duback. He grounded out his last time up and gets ready to go. Castro at second. Man in scoring position. First pitch, inside strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count here for Duback. Great batter when it comes to having men in scoring position for him. He looks to try and continue that way here. His next pitch is going to come in here shortly by Sakota for a strike. It's an 0-2 count now. Duback this season, 21 RBIs. That is the most by anyone outside of Brett Baker, who has 27. 0-2 count to Duback. The pitch. That one comes inside. Came close to hitting the bat. That would have been a foul ball when he ducked. It's a 1-2 count. Just one out here. Sakota trying to work through a third inning in this one. Set. 1-2. The pitch. That one will hit Duback. It's going to move him over towards first base. The pitch goes inside. Hits off his thigh. And now the bases are loaded for Jack Aylward, who looks to try and put a score on the board here for the Pioneers as Aylward steps up. He walked earlier in the ball game. Once again, high in terms of his on-base percentage, so trying to see 46.3 entering into the day. Bases loaded. First pitch comes in. Aylward swings on that one, but goes foul as it goes over towards the left side and heads into the stands, if not the parking lot over there. 1 count for him. Last time Jack Aylward was here in Geneva, home run ball came in. Potential opportunity to get the first Grand Slam of the season for the Pioneers. 0-1. The pitch, that one is swung, and it's hit up into foul territory. Arago runs over. Now the third baseman there in Pedigrasso runs over underneath it, right next to the dugout area, and catches for the second out. So now it's 2 down with a force at any base. Needs to get a hit here is Trevor Reed, who has a single. He's 1 for 1 on the day, following the pop out by Aylward. 2 down, bases loaded. Manny Castro sits at third. Brett Baker's at second, following back-to-back singles. First pitch is a breaking ball that falls in for strike number 1. And over at first, there is Brandon Duback, who got on via hit by pitch. 0-1 count here for Trevor Reed. The pitch, that one is swung high into the air. Heads over towards right center field. Getting underneath that one, calling off is Minikata, who makes the grab and leaves the men on bases. 3 are left on. So it'll be 0-0 still as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Pioneers not able to score. Geneva looking to try and get on top of Geisler when we return. Bottom three, no score so far by the Pioneers despite back-to-back innings with bases loaded. So Geisler looks to retain that 0 on the scoreboard. As coming up now is going to be Ryan Petagrasso, the third baseman for the Geneva Red Wings. Batting in the 7th hole here today. Geneva's batting with 10. Elmira only has 9. Of course, PGCBL allows you to have 10 hitters. If you decide to use the extra hitter, today, Pioneers choose not to. And as Geisler gets ready to go, I have to wonder if he tries to go with that fastball once again on the first pitch, and he does, and it runs inside. It's going to be ball 1. Good job by Pentagrosso to get out of the way, because that one ran fast and in. Here, 1-0 count, the bottom half of the third. Geisler kicks, steals, that one goes for a strike. They say on the swing. Says that Petagrasso went around. No check down to first. It's going to be a 1-1 count. 1-1 here. The pitch. That one, another breaking ball in the zone for a strike. So Geisler gets 2 strikes following the first pitch ball. 1-2 count incoming. The throw, that one, swung on a miss there for strike 3. Third punch out of the day by Geisler. And that's one down here in the bottom half of the third. Three straight strikes get the first out. And now coming up is going to be Casey Burcroft. Shortstop in this contest, the left-handed batter who bats .227. Gets ready to go here. He dots up the plate and gets set. First pitch from Geisler will be his fastball once again. It'll miss just a touch up. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Looking here, 1-0. The pitch, that one is going to go for a strike. It's going to be 1-1. So first pitch ball, next pitch strike. 1-1 count, the pitch. That one outside, no good. 2-1. The bat so far has not come off Burcroft's shoulder. So watch the first 3 pitches go by. 2-1 count. The throw, that one outside again. It's 3-1. Casey Burcroft has not had to try and attack the pitches of Geisler right now. It's a 3-1 count. 1 out. The pitch, that one is swung on there. Heads towards center field. Baker's going to run for that one. Get underneath it, flash the leather, get the grab towards center field. So now it's going to be 2 down here for the Red Wings. Despite leading that count 3-1, Geisler able to get the out. So now coming up is Kenta Minikata, the right fielder for this contest. The 9-hole hitter, batting .233 with 2 down here. First pitch, that one is fouled away. There, late on that swing. So that goes now 0-1 incoming for Minikata. He occupies the back half of the box. 0-1, that one is high. 1-1. Pioneers trying to get a win here today. Improve and get closer to potential opportunity for playoffs. That one's hit towards left field. It's going to drop on in. That one falls on in. Reed misses the grab there. The throw on over towards Tidwell. Not in time. The ball falls out. Excuse me, grabbed there by Esley. Ball falls out. It's going to be the first hit of the ball game for the Geneva Red Wings and their first base runner on a double from Kenta Minikata. And so the perfect bid for Geisler goes down there off the swing to the opposite field. So now Lucas Marsh will step up, and it's going to be a discussion here between Brandon Dubeck and Geisler. Well, we'll correct. They ruled as the last play being a single, and then a misplay over there in left field by Trevor Reed caused the error that allowed him to reach towards second base. So a single coming in there for Kenta Minikata. Geisler gets set. Looks back and we'll get ready. Kick and deal. That one fouled off here by Lucas Marsh, playing second base today. 0-1 count. Man in scoring position for the Red Wings, who try to put the first points on the board. Right now, scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Geisler looks back. Now, back and forth. Kicks, steals from the stretch. That one goes for a strike. It's now going to be an 0-2 count. Trying to get the 3rd out. Leave a man stranded. Dubeck gets the sign into his right-hander. Delivery from the stretch. That one's hit high in the air. It's going to be shallow, though, and it's going to be grabbed there by Jalen Tidwell. Over towards second base. He makes the snag, the shortstop, and we head to the top half of the 4th inning. It is still scoreless. 1 man left on. It's 0-0 here from John Salone Field in Geneva, New York on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve U Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Top four incoming. Tyson Gingrich now steps up to the plate for the Elmira Pioneers. So far in this ball game, they have left 7 men on base. That's led to this 0-0 score in this one. Geneva got their first hit in the bottom half of the third. Sakota, first pitch to Gingrich. He swings that one hard. It heads over towards center field, though. We're tracking underneath that one is going to be Riccio, who makes the catch and gets the out of the 8-hole man. So F8 there, and now coming up is going to be the 9-hole hitter in Manny Esley. He walked his last time up. That was back in the second inning. And looks to try and get on again. First pitch swinging there by Gingrich. As Esley gets ready to go here. Sakota ready to try and work his fourth inning as that one's hit on the ground. It heads over towards the shortstop there, who makes the throw. It's high. Does he get the grab by Houseman? He does. Burcroft, the Houseman, gets the out. A stretch there by Houseman is able to make the grab and get his foot down. So 2 pitches, 2 swings. Lead now to the top of the order with Alex Davis with 2 outs. As Davis gets ready to go here, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He struck out twice. As Sakota delivers, that one will go for the strike. So first pitch that the Pioneers have watched go by in this top half of the fourth. Aggressive to start it off. 0-1. The pitch. That one is fouled. It'll be an 0-2 now here to Alex Davis. Sakota trying again another punch out in this one. 4 strikeouts so far in this ball game. 0-2. 2 outs. The pitch. That one is going to be a ball. No squeeze by Arrigo. Goes past him, but it'll be a 1-2 count. Does not affect him considering no one's on right now. 1-2 incoming. The pitch. That one is ripped there by Davis. Heads towards center field, but Riccio once again gets underneath it, puts the glove up, and makes the catch for the third out. So only having to look at a grand total of 6 pitches in the top half of the inning. Sakota gets out of it. It's 0-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bottom 4 incoming now, following the Pioneers just having Sakota go through 6 pitches. Now it's the top of the order with Dylan Briggs coming up. Score update in some of the games around the PGCBL right now. Anthony Labonte taking you through the 9-inning contest today. In Auburn, it is 2-2 in the bottom half of the 4th there at Falcon Park. Then up at George Taylor Field in Niagara, Canada, Olean, they have the lead over Niagara. It is 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As coming up now, Briggs gets ready, and Geisler delivers. That one is hit on the ground there. It's going to be right towards the shortstop glove of Jalen Tidwell, who throws over the first in time. So the same as the top half of the inning. It's 1 pitch, 1 out, coming on a ground ball. Geisler gets the first down, and now coming up is going to be Riccio, who flew out his last time up 0 for 1. One of the questions is when you have such a dominant fastball, how does that change second time through the order? How do the players adjust in terms of the bats to just get on top of it? Right now, not able to do so. Next pitch coming in for Riccio. He watches that one go for a ball. So it'll be 1-0 on now. Geisler looks down towards home, gets a sign there from Dumac. He pitches that one low, 2-0. Incoming now. So Riccio doing a good job looking at these pitches go by him. Just 1 base runner so far today by the Red Wings. Pitch, that one outside, 3-0. So with 3-0 coming in for Riccio, who has not had the bat leave his shoulder. The 1 base runner so far today, Kenta Minikata, who had that single, was able to extend it to a double via error. 3-0, the pitch, that one. Corner strike coming in on the fastball. Good framing by Brandon Duback. Gets that one. It's a 3-1. Called strike there. 3-1. The pitch, that one, trying to get outside corner again, no good. Riccio did not swing the bat once and is now on first base. He gets walked there on a 4-1. Now coming up is going to be Ben Buxton, who struck out his last time up. He caught strike 3 looking. With a man on first base, trying to see if he can work around and get it up and moving for the Red Wings. Ready here. Geisler kicks and deals. That one swung on a miss there by Buxton. Will go 0-1 with a high fastball. Looks down. Gets set. Here. 0-1 with a man on first. The pitch. That one. Right at the knees for a strike. Buxton doesn't like it. He shakes his head. Oh-2 coming in now here for Ben Buxton, who's coming in as the DH. First base currently occupied by Jamie Riccio. Riccio following the walk. 0-2, 1 out. The pitch, that one fouled. Riccio started running, so he'll have to go back over towards first base on the foul ball. Remains 0-2. Just off the end of the bat there from Buxton, but late. Tidwell would be responsible for second base in this situation to it being a left-handed batter. 0-2, 1 out. The pitch. That one. Did he go around? He did. Strike 3 comes on in from Geisler. That's going to be another punch out today. Number 4 on the ball game for the second out. And Buxton heads down his second time on strikes. Now coming up is going to be Hausman. Andrew Hausman comes in with 2 down and 1 man on. He struck out his last time up, 0 for 1. That was back to lead off the second inning. Geisler gets set. Throws back over towards first base. Aylward reaches out to grab that one, but Riccio is able to make it back on into the bag safely. So no change there. Geisler kicks, deals that one. Swung on a miss there for a strike. Swung incredibly hard there was Hossman. Not able to get a piece of it. 0-1 now. Coming in. Have to see if they try and send Riccio once again. Here. Pick off comes in. It's going to be no good. So remains there. Brandon Dubak so far this year, 8 runners he's caught stealing. Second to just Ryan Jones on his team in that category. Pick off temp back over to first. No good on the 0-1 count. It goes 1-1 in there. Look down comes by Geisler towards Dubak. The pitch, that one runs inside, jumps out of the way there is Hossman. Gives a little pat on the chest. Potentially heard some of his dugout saying to try and wear that one. It goes 2-1 now. Riccio over at first has a lead there. He takes a secondary lead. That one swung on a miss there by Hossman. It's going to be a 2-2 count. So just one strike away from getting out of this inning is going to be Mikey Geisler, which is one base runner on. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Geisler set. Looks down, 2-2 the pitch. That one low. 3-2 here. So all of a sudden it becomes a full count against Hossman to try and get this to go. Set now is Geisler. Riccio over at first. He's going to run no matter what. Kick, deal. That one swung and a miss there for strike 3 on a full count. Another strikeout comes in. Back-to-back Ks by Mikey Geisler. And we head to the top half of the 5th inning. It's still 0-0 here from Geneva, New York. Pioneers bats looking to get things going when we return. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahunas, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Top of the 5th inning coming up now here from Geneva, New York, as Manny Castro gets ready to go here for the Pioneers. 1 for 2 in the ball game. He has a single. Big factor so far for the Pioneers. 7 men left on base. As Sakota remains on the rubber. That one goes in for a ball. So first pitch ball. It's a 1-0 count now incoming. Breaking ball not able to hit the zone against Manny Castro. Pioneers had the pitch there. That one goes outside. It's 2-0. Last inning, it was the first two batters went out on the first pitch they saw. They ended up swinging for a fly ball and a ground ball. Sakona only had to go 6 pitches. 2-0, the throw. That one is ripped there by Castro. Heads over towards left field on the ground, and that's going to be another single for the Elmira Pioneers and Manny Castro. He's got 2 in the ball game there, as there was a difficulty trying to get the ball over into the field. It's going to move Castro over towards second base there. And so now he moves over towards second base following that swing and a little bit of a misplay by the left fielder. So it'll be a single that extends to second on the error, just as we saw earlier in this ball game from the Pioneers. But it's a man on second base with Brett Baker coming up. He's got 2 hits in the ball game so far. The pitch from Sakota, that one's going to bounce in the dirt. Arrego gets in front of that one and blocks it for ball number 1. So Castro so far today, 2 hits. Baker with 2 hits. That's 4 of the 5 hits in this ballgame. Other one came by way of Trevor Reed. The pitch, that one swung on and foul tipped into the mitt. It's going to be a 1-1 now incoming here. No outs, man in scoring position. Pioneers trying to get the first run of this ball game. It's a 0-0 affair in the top half of the 5th. Look back, kick, deal. That one hit on the ground there. It's going to be attacked by the third baseman in Pedigrasso. He throws over to first for Houseman. It's going to be in time. Castro's not able to run from second. So it'll be 1 down there. As Baker goes down on the ground ball with a 5-3. Now coming up is going to be Jalen Tidwell. Tries to get things to go. Entered into today with a OPS of 1130 entering into the ball game. 1 down here for Tidwell, the man on second. That one is swung on first pitch, heads towards foul territory. That one will go too far. It's a high ball that flies over towards the bullpen area. It's going to be 0-1 incoming now. Manny Castro got towards second base earlier in this inning, finding a single and then an error in left field. Puts him in scoring position. Yet another opportunity for the Pioneers. That one goes down in the dirt. Good block by Arrego. It's going to be a 1-1. Every single inning in this ball game outside of the 4th has had the Pioneers with a man in scoring position, but yet they still have not been able to score. In the 2nd and 3rd, it was 2 in scoring position with bases loaded. That one hits off Tidwell. That's the 17th time getting hit on the season. He leads the PGCBL in hit by pitches. That there, number 17, and he's on first base. That one ran just a touch inside, hit his leg. And so now it's a man on first and a man on second for the Pioneers. And coming up is going to be Brandon Duback, who was also hit by the pitch earlier in this ball game. And Sakota delivers. That one swung on there by Duback. Heads over towards foul territory as it's roping over towards the bullpen. 0-1. Now Elmira Pioneers trying to get a victory here. As also look at the scoreboard up in Niagara, Canada. The Ironbacks trailing to the Olean Oilers, but it's a 5-4 ball game right now in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch to Dubak. He hits that one. It's going to head over towards the second baseman, who flips over to the short, on over to first. With a stretch there is Hausman, but the ball goes past him. Castro's going to run on home, and that is going to score a run. The throw by Burcroft there after the flip by Marsh. Not able to go. So on towards first goes Dubak following the E6. And that there will put a run on the board for the Pioneers. Castro comes all the way from second to home. It's 1-0 in favor of the Elmira Pioneers. Now coming up is going to be Jack Aylward following what was trying to be a double play. Was not able to get turned. And so Aylward will get ready to go here. He popped out into foul territory for the third baseman to grab last time up. Now 2 outs here, trying to see if he can move Dubek around the base path. First pitch, that one goes for a ball. It's 1-0. So what happened on the last play, Hausman trying to get a large stretch in after a flip by Marsh, the second baseman, to Burcroft, who got the first out at second. The pitch on the 1-0, that one goes for a strike. On a breaking ball, it's going to be a 1-1. But the throw over, Hausman just gets a big stretch in, but the ball is just a bit out of reach. It goes past him, and with that, it allows Castro to get on his wheels and come from third to home. Pitch to Aylward, that one falls low. It's going to be a 2-1. Two-one count here. Aylward walked his first time up. The pitch. That one swung hard there by Aylward. It heads over towards left center field. Rocio will make the grab. Almost a collision by the center fielder and left fielder. But that will be the third out. However, the Pioneers break the scoreless tie. It's now 1-0 in favor of Elmira. When we return, bottom half of the fifth, Geneva looks to try and get their bats warmed up. Bottom five, Pioneers break the scoreless tie following a pair of errors that allowed Manny Castro to round his way around the base path. It was a error out in left field that allowed him to get to second base on a single. Then it was a missed throw by the shortstop that allowed him to come home. As CJ Arrigo comes up here, Geisler now with a run support that he'd like. First pitch goes in there for a strike. It's going to be no 1 count. Arrigo, he popped out towards Jack Aylward earlier in the ball game to first. That was in foul territory. 0-1, the pitch. That one's hit on the ground. It's going to be attacked there by Tidwell. He makes the snag, takes a step, throws to first in time for the out. So one down here on a hard hit ball there by Arrigo. Had a big crack of the bat. But it'll be one down following the throw. And now coming up is Filipponi, who flew out towards right field his last time up. Gingrich was able to get underneath that one. Geisler has just allowed 2 men to get on base in this ball game. One via walk, one via hit. Pitch outside, ball 1. One-0 count coming into Filipponi. Looking to try and get another man on and potential opportunity to tie this ball game up. That one's hit high in the air towards foul territory. Swings very late on that one. It's going to be a 1-1 count. No one was able to go grab that one. It was over in the stands. So Geisler comes back up and ready to deliver. 1-1, 1 out. The pitch. That one outside corner gets the zone. Will be a 1-2 count now incoming. Filipponi did not like that one, but got the outside corner. 1-2 count here. The pitch. That one swung on the ground. It's a comebacker right towards Geisler. Hits off of him. He grabs it. Flips over to Aylward. Aylward gets the grab, but it's not going to be in time. Geisler fell down as he was giving the delivery. The comebacker knocked into him. And so man gets on first via hit there. He beats it out. Out comes Coach Drum to talk to his arm to see if he's okay, following the one that just came back and hit him right in the leg. Second hit of the ball game for the Red Wings. The man's on first now. Checking to see if Geisler is all set. Would be a shame to see him leave this one early. He's started incredibly well in this one. See, shakes it off. He's going to get back on. Always that go lucky, go happy attitude by Mikey Geisler. As he gets ready and steps back on to the rubber there. Man on first right now on the single there is Filipponi. Petagrasso steps up. He struck out his last time up. One down here. The pitch, that one runs inside. It's going to go for a ball. Maybe being able to check his swing and hold up is Petagrasso. 1-0 incoming, man on first base. Geisler throws back over to first. Grabbed there by Aylward, but the pickoff attempt no good. We'll have to look back towards home plate for the next delivery. Niagara Ironbacks have tied the ball game up with the Olean Oilers. It's tied at 5s up in George Taylor Field in Niagara, Canada. Pitch, that one goes in. The throw down towards second base. Astley applies the tag too late, though. It's going to be a stolen bag coming in for the Red Wings. Filipponi able to steal a bag. As it's a 1-1 count incoming here. Do rule a strike. Geisler returns back to the white stripe on the mound and gets ready to go. 1-1, 1 out. Man on second from the stretch. The pitch. That one outside. 2-1. So a 2-1 count now incoming here for Petagrasso. Represents the 7-hole hitter here. 2-1, the pitch. That one is fouled sky high towards the parking lot there. It's a 2-2 count incoming. Trying to move along his base runner that sits across the diamond. Potentially bring him on home, tie this ball game up at ones. 2-2 count, 1 out. Geisler to Penegrosso, the pitch, that one, strike 3 called. Hits the inner part of the plate and sends Penegrosso down for the second time today on strikes. Big strikeout there by Mikey Geisler. That'll be his 6th punch out of the ball game. And so now 2 down here for the Red Wings. As coming up is going to be Casey Burcroft, the shortstop. Flew out his last time up. That one went over towards center field. Geisler delivers that one high. That'll go for a ball. There is a bit of a warm-up over towards the bullpen for the Geneva Red Wings. 1-0 count here. The pitch, that one fouled. Back there by Burcroft. It's going to be a 1-1 count incoming. Man on second base, that's Filipponi. Following his infield single, then went right back towards Geisler. Geisler tried to get over to first base on a flip, not able to get it in time. Then stolen bag there by Filipponi. 1-1, the pitch, that one's high. 2-1. Up towards the shoulder region there with the fastball. 2-1 count. Geisler gets his sign from Dubak, now gets set. Sun beginning to set here from Geneva, New York. 2-1, the pitch, that one outside in the other batter's box. Dubak takes the step out, makes the grab. It's going to be a 3-1 count now incoming here. Geisler has just walked one in this ball game. That was Riccio, who in his at-bat where he walked did not take the bat off his shoulder one time. 3-1. The pitch, that one in there for a strike. It's a full count. So 3-2 count incoming here for Burcroft. Bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 lead in favor of the Pioneers. Geisler trying to get through this 5th inning of work. Man on second, the pitch, that one inside, ball 4. Second walked batter of the ball game here. And so Burcroft gets on for the first time today. It's man on first, man on second base now for the man who has the lone hit and one of the 2 hits in the ball game. He's 1 for 1 on the day. That's Kenta Minikata, who hit one over towards left field where Trevor Reed grabbed it following it bouncing and then having difficulty being able to grab it. So it allowed Minikata to move over to second. That one's going to hit him, though. That one goes and hits the inner part of the leg of Minikata. He runs on over towards first base, and now the bases are completely loaded here. For Mikey Geisler, it's going to be the 10-hole hitter. Coming up now, Lucas Marsh. Who gets ready to go. Flew out, popped out his last time up. He hit one towards the back of the infield dirt, where Jalen Tidwell was able to make the snag. Geneva looking to try and tie this ball game up, if not take the lead. The first pitch, that one's going to be in the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Bases completely loaded for the first time today for Geneva. A situation the Pioneers found themselves in twice in the ball game so far. Geisler kicks, steals that one high. 1-1. On deck, Dylan Briggs looking to try and bring the lineup through the 3rd time. It's a 1-1 count here to Marsh. 2 down. The pitch, that one. Outside corner, does he get the strike? He does. Called strike there on the breaking ball. 1-2. Trying to get his 7th punch out of the day is Mikey Geisler. 1-2, the pitch. That one, outside corner, no good. Just outside the framing of Dubak, not able to get it. It's going to be a 2-2 count. Third base is Filipponi. Casey Burcroft's over at second. First base, Minikata following the hit by pitch. It's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. The pitch, that one fouled. Lucas Marsh got a hold of that one, but just hit it behind him. Remains a 2-2 count with 2 outs. And so they get ready to set it to go. Set. Geisler looks down towards Dumac. Kick, deal, that one in the dirt. It's a full count now incoming for Marsh. The count is full. One pitch determines if this game remains in favor of the Pioneers or if we're tied once again at ones. 3-2 incoming. Base is completely loaded. 2 outs for the Red Wings. 3-2. The pitch. That one outside, ball 4. And the ball game is now tied up at ones. A bases loaded walk, and now Coach Burkhand is going to come out to talk to Geisler here. Bases remain loaded. It's an infield meeting with Geisler. Since that single, some of these pitches have just not looked right for Mikey Geisler. That single was a comebacker that hit him as Dylan Briggs gets ready to come up for him. He has a pair of groundouts so far today. One that Geisler was able to throw over, and another one that Tidwell threw over from short. So it's a 1-1 ball game between the Red Wings and the Pioneers. The Red Wings and Pioneers so far this season have split their 4 games. The 2 games that the Pioneers won were both at home. The 2 that Geneva won, one was at home, one was on the road. First pitch, that one inside, came close to hitting the batter, but it'll go for a ball. It's 1-0. Briggs trying to see if he can bring in another run. Take the lead for the Red Wings. It's a 1-0 count here. The pitch, that one comes in again. Did it hit him? It did not. Briggs back-to-back times thought that the pitch hit the pad, his elbow pad. Nothing there. Geisler's pitch is working inside. It's a 2-0 count with 2 outs. Bases loaded. If he didn't hit the batter, that would give the lead to the Red Wings. The pitch, that one outside corner strike. Two-one count now incoming. And back-to-back times, Briggs thought that he was hit, but there was no argument about it from him. So 2-1, the pitch. That one swung on, fouled. 2-2. Coming in now. So first 2 pitches run inside, come close to hitting the batter, but don't do so. Now back-to-back pitches for strikes. One called, one swinging. As there is an arm warming up in the bullpen for the Pioneers. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Geisler looks down to Briggs. Sign given by Dubak. Set, kick, deal. The pitch, that one trying to go for called strike. No good. That missed by a matter of quarters of inches. And so now it is a full count once again. Last time he walked Marsh, who was able to go over and score a run for Filipponi. Burcroft at third, Minicana at second, Marsh at first. It's a 1-1 ball game. The pitch, that one's outside. They checked to see if there was a swing on it. No good. Walks in the leading run for the Red Wings. It's a 2-1 ball game now. Geisler looks over towards his dugout as Jeremy Riccio will come up. Walked there by Briggs, and now Burkhan will come back out. It looked like Geisler was looking for the entire time, and that will be the sign for a new arm to come in. When we return, it's a new arm coming in for the Pioneers. Here from Geneva, Geisler comes off, throwing just 4 2/3. Bases loaded, trying to see how they work with Sam Watts coming out. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Bottom 5 here from Geneva, New York. They continue to warm up Sam Watts following Mikey Geisler's exit of this one, where 2 runs were able to score to make it a 2-1 ball game. No one had scored through the first 4 innings. Now in the 5th, 1 for the Pioneers, 2 for the Red Wings. They still have bases loaded with 2 outs. And right now, comes on Watts, normally the closer for this Pioneers team. Now coming in a relief appearance here. You have to wonder the strategy here from Coach Burkhan in terms of which pitchers to start throwing out, because all of his arms were able to go. Have a lot of faith, though, in Watts of getting out the inherited runners. So now coming up is Riccio, who walked on 5 pitches his last time, and where he did not swing the bat once. 2 outs here, bases loaded. First pitch from Watts. That one is ripped there by Riccio. Heads over towards left field. It's going back there. Reed jumps up towards the track, makes the snag, and gets the out. A running ball there from Reed, who makes the leaping grab over at the warning track, is able to get out of the inning. It remains 2-1 in favor of the Red Wings, but Trevor Reed able to hold off, and Watts stops the 3-man on. We head to the top half of the 6th inning, 2-1, here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care. Following his outstanding play in left field, Trevor Reed now comes up to bat for the Elmira Pioneers. And that's what Trevor Reed's been doing this entire season, just outstanding plays in the field. And he gets ready to go as Jose Sakana remains on the rubber for the Red Wings. Reed shows bunt. He pulls back. It's a 1-0 now incoming. Crashing in there was the third baseman, Pedigrasso. Here, the Red Wings were able to score 2 runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning, both of which the bases were loaded, and it was walks for them. Then it came very close to a big hit by Riccio. Next pitch on the 1-0 goes for a strike to Trevor Reed on the outside corner. Riccio got a hold of the baseball. However, it was a liner that Trevor Reed was able to grab. 1-1, the pitch, that one low, 2-1. So Pioneers playing from behind right now. Almost in a must-win situation for the rest of the season with their games to try and make the playoffs. Pitch, that one outside. Entering today 17-17. Want to stay above the 500 mark. 3-1. The pitch, that one goes high, and it's going to be ball 4. Trevor Reed gets on for a second time today. He had the single back in the second. Now a walk here in the top half of the 6th. Puts a man on as Tyson Gingrich now steps up. Anthony Labonte taking you through the action here. This 9-inning contest in the West Division of the PGCBL here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. Gingrich 0 for 2 in the ball game. Strikeout and a flyout. Pitch, that one inside, ball 1. Trevor Reed over at first base, has some speed. They've used him as a pinch runner a couple of times this season. 1-0. The throw, that one low. It's going to be 2-0. The skies have cleared up a little bit. It was very cloudy earlier, made it dark. Now as the sun begins to set, get a little more of the pinks and blues in the sky. 2-0 here to Gingrich. The pitch. That one is ripped towards left field. Attacking for that one is going to be the left fielder, but it's going to drop right in front of him for Briggs, and it goes past him. Reed moves over towards third. Over to second there goes Tyson Gingrich. It's going to be a double for him. So a double comes in. Briggs lost the ball there. And now it's going to be man on third and man on second for the Pioneers, with Manny Esley now set to come up. But now it's going to be a mound visit incoming here to discuss with the arm. Jose Sakata. as there is a man warming up, a right-hander in the bullpen for the Geneva Red Wings. Continue to discuss. Man on second, man on third, following the double by Tyson Gingrich. Trevor Reed over at third. He was held up there by Coach Strom. So, Sakana will remain on the mound right now as Manny Astley gets ready to go. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He does have a walk, though. That was his first time up. 2-1 right now with 2 ducks on the pond and no outs here for Astley. Trying to see if we can get our first RBI hit of the ball game. Have not had one so far. Pitch. That one is bunted there by Astley. He's going to run over towards first. Nobody's covering. It's going to be an RBI single on a bunt by Manny Astley. The first baseman and the pitcher both attack that one, but the second baseman does not come over to cover. Our first RBI hit, and it's a tied ball game at 2s with Trevor Reed coming on home. So now it's men on the corners with Gingrich over at third and Astley over at first. Astley has some speed. Expect a possibility of a double steal attempt coming in as Alex Davis, the leadoff man, comes up. 0 for 3 in the ballgame. Pair of strikeouts and a flyout for him. That one is ripped by Davis. It's going to head down. It's going to drop into shallow left field. Coming on home is Gingrich. Astley turns towards second. He stays there, but it's going to be first pitch swing by Davis. He's got his first hit of the day. It's an RBI single. The Pioneers are now in the lead 3-2. As that seems like it's going to be the day for Sakota. Pioneers able to get on top of it off of back-to-back hits. If not that, 3 in a row from Gingrich, who had a double. Then it was a single by Astley, RBI single, and an RBI single by Davis to make this a 3-2 ball game. We'll step aside. When we return, it's men on first and second with Manny Castro coming up. When we return, no outs from Geneva, New York. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. The new arm here for Geneva, it's Dom Bernthon, who steps on to the mound here. The right-hander comes in following what was 3 hits in a row by the Pioneers, 2 of which ended up scoring runs, makes it a 3-2 ball game in favor of Elmira, with no outs on the board here in the top half of the 6th inning. Pioneers look to try and attack. Jose Sakana will exit his day. 8 hits that he allowed through what was 5 innings of work. He ended up walking a couple of men there. It was just 3 that he ended up walking. Was able to pick up 4 strikeouts In terms of runs, that will be determined later on. At least 2 of which are earned. Those have both come here in this inning. As Manny Castro steps up here, pair of hits so far today. He's 2 for 3 with singles. That one is down in the dirt, and it's going to go past the catcher there in Arrigo. Esley's going to turn over towards third, and on to second there goes Davis. It's now going to be a man on second and a man on third in favor of Elmira here in the top half of the 6th inning. 1-0 count incoming now for Manny Castro. Following first pitch in the dirt. Next pitch comes in. That one is hit foul up towards the netting. It'll be a 1-1 now here. Castro struck out his first time up, but then was able to get a pair of singles and then ended up scoring back in the last inning. That one's high. It's a 2-1. He scored following the E6. The pitch. That one is going to be down, and Castro will put a hand up to tell Esley not to move from third. It's a 3-1 count now incoming. Esley over at third. Second base has Alex Davis. Manny Castro at the plate. Dom Bernthon on the rubber. That one, it goes past Castro. It's going to be ball 4. So to the backstop behind Castro it goes. It's now bases completely loaded here for Brett Baker. Brett Baker came into today with a 14-game hitting streak, increased that up to 15. As he's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Pair of singles. He also stole a bag his first time on base. Now with bases loaded, opportunity to potentially crack this game even further open. Pitch, that one inside, ball 1. In and low for a ball. Baker has hit a home run this season. That was back at Batavia. The pitch, that one outside. He hit that one on Hoshide, gave him his first earned run of the season. 2-0 count here for Brett Baker. The pitch, that one fouled. Hits off the glove of the catcher there in Arrigo. It's going to be a 2-1. Coming in now. Speaking of the Batavia Muck Dogs, they currently trail in Auburn. It's 8-4 in favor of the Double Days. Trying to see if they can hold on to that 3 spot. The pitch, that one is hit high in the air, heads towards left field. Briggs is going to try for that one. He gets underneath it, makes the grab. Esley's going to tag up. He runs. The throw on home to Arrigo. It's in time, but the ball comes out. Ball came out. Rule him safe due in part to it. The argument from Arrigo is that Esley ran into him. They changed it over to Esley being out due to running into the catcher. Coach Drum's going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire about it. Because the tag came on. Arrigo's given his word to Esley. But the throw there from Briggs was on line. Have to give him the credit for that. Esley ran into the tag. The ball ended up falling out, which should, in theory, be in terms of a safe runner at home. If he did end up hitting the catcher more, that would rule as an out. Think in part to the Buster Posey rule. As there's conversation, and the home plate umpire is going to talk over towards the dugout, towards Esley, who's upset with the call. And so Coach Drum goes to talk to him about the ruling. So it will be an out. No score there. So 2 down on that play. Good throw there by Briggs from left field to get the out. Men move over there on a tag up. Now coming up is going to be Jalen Tidwell. So Buster Posey rule comes into effect here in the PGCBL. First pitch coming in. Tidwell hits that high in the air in towards foul territory. Running underneath that one is Hossman, who makes the catch, gets the out. 3 down. No one scores with the new arm on the mound. And so now we head to the bottom half of the inning. It's 3-2. Pioneers take the lead here from Geneva, New York. Back here for the bottom half of the sixth inning. Let's take a peek at the standings real quick here in the West Division, as we'd like to give an update on that Niagara and Olean game, where right now Olean currently leads over Niagara in the top half of the sixth inning. It's 8-5 in favor of Olean. If Olean were to win that ball game, Niagara would still hold in terms of that 4th seed, unless if Elmira wins this game. So that's how important this one is, especially with a 3-2 lead. Sam Watts remains on the mound for the Pioneers. We're going to get through this one. A very eventful top half of the inning. Pioneers were able to score a pair of runs. And then Dylan Briggs had a great play over in left field, where he got the catch and threw on home to tag out Esley. That one's hit on the ground there by Buxton. Esley will attack that one. He steps, he throws over the first in time for the out. So gets the first out there. Manny Esley, the second baseman of this one, gets it. It's one down on one pitch there by Sam Watts. Last time we saw Sam Watts, he started the ball game against this Geneva team, where he went 2+ innings. In the third, he ended up having the bases loaded and was pulled out of the ball game. So now coming up is going to be Hossman. Pitch. That one goes for a strike. 0-1 count coming in now for him. Hossman's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's struck out twice. Pitch comes in, and that one is hit hard towards Aylward over at first, who makes the grab on the bounce and steps on first for the out. So now it's the second out come in, and Watts has only had to throw 3 pitches so far. Unassisted 3 there. And now coming up is going to be C.J. Arrego, the catcher. Pumped out and grounded out in this ball game, 0 for 2. Geneva has just 2 hits in the ball game. Watts gets set. He delivers. That one's outside. 1-0. Arrego looking to try and get something here. Tying this ball game up. Trying to take the lead even. But he has to get on base first. 1-0 the pitch. That one's hit on the ground there. Esley's going to attack that one. His glove's going to get down on that one. He throws over to first. Looking for the stretch there is Aylward, but it's going to bounce out of the glove. A hard play there by Esley. It'll result in a single coming in for Arrigo. There. His first hit of the ball game. Now Filipponi gets up now for this one, who had a single earlier. Was able to steal a base and came all the way home, represented the first run for the Geneva Red Wings. As there are 2 outs here. Man on first base for the Red Wings. Throw that one in there from Watts. 0-1 now with a man on first. A tough play on the last one by Arrigo that caused a hard play there. That one's hit on the ground there with Filipponi. He throws over to second. There was Manny Castro from third, and that will be the third out. Pioneers hold them off. Sam Watts able to get it there. So now we head to the top half of the 7th. It's 3-2 in favor of Elmira when we return. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100. Top of the 7th upcoming now. Brandon Dubek steps up to the plate for this one. First pitch comes to him. He swings on that one. That one's high towards left field, but it's going to be brought up too high. Briggs will get underneath that one for another out there. Briggs doing a good job in left field these past 2 innings. Gets the first out on the first pitch Dubek saw. Now coming up is going to be Jack Aylward for the Pioneers. Here, they scored 2 in the last inning. They've scored in back-to-back innings, 1 in the 5th. Now they get ready to go. Here, first pitch, inside, ball 1. Here for Aylward. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He did walk his first time up. That one swung on there, foul by Aylward. He got a good piece of that one, the first baseman. But now it will be a 1-1 count incoming. 2 up for this inning was Dubek, Aylward, and Trevor Reed. 8 hits so far in the ball game for the Pioneers. The pitch, that one swung on the ball underneath the bat. That's a fly ball. Aylward slams the bat down. Diving for that one. It was a miscommunication there. The shortstop comes crashing in, makes the ground there. It's Casey Burcroft, and he slides over top of the pitching mound. Gets the second out, though. Pop fly there. Gets the out. And is now coming up is going to be Trevor Reed. Just got underneath that one was Aylward. Trevor Reed so far today, 1 for 2, and a single earlier. As well, he got walked. Pitch, that one is hit hard and foul Coach Drum does not try for that one. A scorcher there. Goes 0-1 now here for Reed. Burntham, despite the opening walk, has been strong so far. He gets underneath that one. Burkhoff's going to trail back into shallow left field, put the glove up, and make the grab. We head to the bottom half of the seventh. We'll stretch our legs, but when we return, it's 3-2 in favor of the Pioneers. Geneva looking to try and get things moving. Back from the seventh inning stretch, Panagrasso now steps up. Ryan Panagrasso gets ready to work here. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. He's struck out twice, forward and backwards. So now he gets ready. Sam Watts remains on the mound here. He's already gone 2 innings. Looks to try and make it a third. So there's a discussion happening right now between the home plate umpire and the third baseman before he ends up stepping in. So 3-2 right now between these two sides. Watts asks for a new sign from his catcher. As here goes. Watts looks down towards Duback. Pitch getting ready to come in. It does. That one swung on a miss there for strike number 1. 0-1 count coming in now for Panagrasso. Pioneers looking to hold on to this slim margin. A 1-run lead right now. Pitch, that one fouled. 0-2 coming in now. Bottom 7 up in Falcon Park. Auburn leads over Batavia 8-4. Olean against Niagara, Canada in the Great North. The Ironbacks lead trail 9-6 against the Oilers. 0-2, that one's outside. It's going to be a 1-2 incoming now. Munch trying to get the first out here of the bottom half of the 7th. As I mentioned before, Watts ended up throwing last time against Geneva. He started the ball game. That one's hit hard, high, towards left field. Underneath that one, though, it's going to be Trevor Reed for the out. Where Watts was not able to get through the second. It was not able to get a out in his third inning of work. So he just went 2. Gets his first out there. Panagrasso flies out towards left field. Now coming up is Casey Burkroff, who had 2 outs in the top half of the order. Top half of the inning. And when he caught one and ended up sliding on top of the pitching mound and then caught one in shallow left field. So far today, he's 0 for 1. He does have a walk. First pitch comes in, outside corner, no good. 1-0. Burcroft was the second run that scored for the Red Wings. They have not scored since the 5th inning. Pitch, that one inside pitch. That one will go for a ball as well. It's going to be 2-0 count. Coming in now. Correction on that one. That one was a strike. 1-1. Pitch, that one swung and a miss there for another strike. Some conversation from Sam Watts could hear on the mound. A argument that the pitch was outside, and heard him say it was not. 1-2 incoming with 1 out. The pitch, that one swung on the ground, foul there, grabbed by Jack Elward, but once again in foul territory, so a 1-2 count. Watts gets back on the rubber, as back into the box goes Burcroft. Following first pitch that went outside. You got a pair of strikes and a foul ball. 1-2. The pitch, that one outside, 2-2. 2-2 count incoming now with just 1 out. Following what was the fly ball by Patagrasso. On deck, and Nikata, who's gotten on base twice. Watts steps, delivers. That one inside, no good. It's going to be a full count incoming now here. Timeout as Burcroft just cleans up the glasses and steps back in. Full count incoming. 3-2, 1 out. Watts, the pitch. That one swung on and dropped there, but tagged by Dubak. It's going to be a strikeout. Big strikeout there by Sam Watts on a full count. Now coming up is going to be Minikata, who has gotten on twice so far today. One via a hit, and then the other where he got hit by the pitch. A single that he was able to extend on an error to a double. And then a hit by pitch. That's how he got on. One of the 3 hits so far today by the Red Wings. Pitch, that one inside ball. 1-0 here. Looks to get his sign from Dubak. Delivery. That one's hit high in the air, and getting underneath that one is going to be Reed. Calls off Tidwell in shallow left and makes the snag and gets the out as he shifted to his right. That will be the end of the 7th inning. When we return to the top half of the 8th, down in the late innings here, Geneva needs to score a run. Pioneers look to increase their lead when we return here on the Pioneers Broadcasting Network. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance. Top of the 8th upcoming now. Tyson Gingrich now steps up for the Pioneers here. He had a double his last time up. That was back in the 6th inning where the Pioneers scored 2 runs. Right now they lead 3-2 over the Geneva Red Wings. First pitch comes in there for a ball. Pioneers looking to try and get a big win here. If they were to win out and have Niagara lose a couple games, then they would be the 4th seed in the West Division and end up making the playoffs. Right now, both sides have an equal number of games remaining, 4 for both sides. Next pitch comes in there. It's a 2-0 count here for Gingrich. But right now, Niagara currently trails against Olean 9-7 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Niagara is about a game above the Pioneers right now as that one goes outside. 3-0 coming in here for Gingrich. Have to see if he gets the green light. 3-0. The pitch, that one outside, ball 4. Doesn't even have to look at a potential swing. He heads to first base. Leadoff man gets on for another time tonight for the Pioneers. What's now coming up is going to be Manny Esley, who got on last time via an RBI single. Came close to scoring, however, a good throw to home by Briggs got the out. That one thrown on in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Now incoming. I'd like to give a shout out to Gene Burkham, our super fan of the game for the Pioneers. 0-1 incoming now. The pitch, that one outside, well outside. Gingrich is going to move over towards second base. Turns as if he could go to 3. No go. So it's going to be a 1-1 count with a man on second. Gene Burkham, the father of Coach Eric Burkham. I'd like to thank you for your support of the Elmira Pioneers throughout the entire season. It's a 1-1 count now here for Esley. The pitch, that one is low. It's a 2-1 count now incoming. Pioneers 8 hits in the ball game, a 5-hit lead over Geneva. Geneva has 2 errors as well. Pitch, that one's outside. It's now a 3-1. So 3-1 incoming for Manny Esley. Following the leadoff walk by Gingrich. Pitch, that one high, ball 4. Esley gets on again via walk his second time today. And now will be at the top of the order coming up, but it's going to be a mound visit. Coming up first. And it'll be a new arm coming out for the Geneva Red Wings. When we return, it's a pitching change for the Red Wings as Alex Davis looks to come up for a 5th time in the ball game when we return. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, Serve Pro, Serve You Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Return here for the top half of the 8th inning. Bolts is the pitcher on the mound. Bunt shown there by Alex Davis. Throw over to first. It will be in time. So it advances the runners there in Gingrich and in Manny Esley on the 1-3. Now coming up, Manny Castro. Castro walked his last time up. He's also got a pair of singles so far in this contest. The pitch, that one outside. 1-0. One down right now, as currently the infield playing on the infield grass for the Red Wings. Pitch outside. 2-0 here, going against Castro. Gingrich over at third, Esley at second. That one, strike. It's the inner corner of the plate. Makes it a 2-1 count here. Pitch, that one goes off the top of the glove of the catcher. No throw down. It's going to be a score there by Gingrich. Makes it a 4-2 ball game. So Gingrich comes home on the pass ball there. It's a 3-1 count. Esley moves over towards third. As Castro gets ready here. 3-1, the pitch. That one goes for a strike. It's now a full count. Tyson Gingrich rounds the bases after he walked to start things off in this inning. 3-2, the pitch. That one's fouled. So now a full count coming in for Manny Castro, returning to one. Just one down. If he can get one in the outfield, potential run scoring. That one is ripped, but it's going to be grabbed by Casey Burkroff. Or just hits off his glove, so no catch there. Came very close. Single coming in there for Manny Castro. A ripper that just hit off the end of the glove there by Burkroff. Makes it now a 5-2 ball game. Coming up now, Brett Baker. As Esley comes home, Castro's now over at first. 5-2 in favor of Elmira. Looking to try and win their 18th ball game of the season. That one's hit on the ground. It's going to be grabbed there by the second baseman there in Marsh, who gets the fielder's choice for the second out. There. Gets Castro out. Baker's now over at first for the Pioneers. Now coming up is Jalen Tidwell, who got hit by the pitch back in the 5th inning. His 17th time getting hit by the pitch. He stands alone at top of the PGCBL for that category. Throw back over to first. Not in time for the pickoff. Still remains 2 down for the Pioneers. Throw down there, goes for a pitch. Throw down to second, not in time. Baker's able to avoid the tag. So it'll put a man on second base. Stolen bag once again for Brent Baker. His second stolen base of the ball game comes in as the fans voice their own frustration with it. But a man's now at second base. Pitch, that one's hit high in the air by Tidwell. Heads over towards shallow right field. Heading underneath that one is going to be Minikata for the out. So 9 hits so far in this ball game by the Pioneers. They score 2 more. It is 5-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning here from Geneva, New York. Bottom 8 re-return here. Sam Watts will continue his day on the mound. Coming in replacement of Mikey Geisler, who would like to give a hello and a thank you to the fans watching here on the Elmira Pioneers Broadcasting Network. And would also like to shout out his parents for that one, Mr. and Mrs. Geisler, for this. As now coming up is going to be Lucas Marsh stepping in here. Geisler will not be responsible in terms of the decision in this ball game. Right now, if the score were to stand, Sam Watts would get the win. First pitch coming to Marsh. That one outside corner strike. Good framing there by Brandon Duback to get the strike. It's going to be an 0-1 here. Next pitch from Watts. That one is hit high into the air there by the man in Marsh. And it will be grabbed by Brent Baker, who ran on in and headed towards left center field, shallow left center field. Tidwell and Baker were running after that one. Grabbed by the center fielder for the first out. So top of the order coming up back now as Dylan Briggs gets ready to go. Walked his last time up. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. As he steps in now. Geneva has not scored since the 5th inning. Their lone inning of scoring where they scored 2 runs. That was when Geisler was relieved of his duties and Sam Watts ended up coming into the ball game. That one inside, 1-0. Here. So Watts has thrown 2 2/3 innings so far in relief. 1-0, the pitch, that one. Just a touch high. It's going to be 2-0. Count now incoming. Here. The pitch, that one's fouled back there. So a 2-1 count now incoming here. He got the first down of his relief appearance by a line out that was a scorcher over towards left field. I was able to get the out. 2-1. Pitch, that one in there for a strike. Did not like that one. Was the batter here in Briggs, but that slider was just absolutely beautiful. That got the inner part of the plate. 2-2 count incoming now. Here. Wants set now. Takes a breath. He kicks. He deals. That one is hit into the air. Heads over towards right field. Backing up for that one is Gingrich, who makes the grab on the run and gets the second out. Was in a good shift before to where his movement only had to be a little bit over to the right and then a little bit back. And he was able to make the catch for the second out. So 2 down now, and the man who I was mentioning had that line out towards left field. It's Jeremy Riccio coming up now. Here. Absolute scorcher it was that he hit towards left field. Back towards the warning track that Reed made a jump and grabbed. That one swung on a miss there. For a strike. Being 0-1 coming in now. Wants set now to go. Kick, deal, swing on and missed. Strike 2. The off speed there just took Riccio out of commission, and he swung over top of that one. It's now going to be an 0-2 count coming here for Riccio. Have to see what Duback gives a sign towards Watts in order to do. The off speed got him last time. See if he goes back up. 0-2, the pitch. That one's hit on the ground. It's going to be grabbed there by Esley. Over at second, he bounces between his glove, but he throws over to first. Is it in time? It is. The bounce there, so Esley has a little dribbler that hits off his glove. He's able to make the reception there, throws back over to first in time for the third out. We head to the top half of the ninth inning. Pioneers lead by 3. Just want to get some more runs on the board, and potentially get the final outs and win this ball game from Geneva, New York. The Elmira Pioneers are sponsored by AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Ann's Pancakes, Centralis Health, Blaze Brockway, Bully Hill Vineyards, CAF USA, Casa Trinity Prevention, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Coca-Cola, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevrolet, Elmira Heat Treating, Chemung County Family Fitness Center, Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Glove House, Guthrie, Hilliard Corporation, Honeybee Made, Jubilee Foods, Kahuna's, Kennedy Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pathways, Pinecroft, Rodney J. Strange, ServPro, ServU Credit Union, Sheddens, Solutions Credit Union, Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Susan Minchin Dentistry, Swan Morse Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, the United States Army, the United States Navy, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Wise Markets, Well Now Urgent Care, WETM, Wiggle 100, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. Thank you for sponsoring the Elmira Pioneers, and go Pios. Brandon Duback now up to bat. Bulls on the mound here for the Red Wings. They're down to their final 3 outs when they come up to bat. Pioneers, though, looking to increase their lead, make it a higher mountain that the Red Wings have to climb in order to win. And it's around the West Division right now. It's the top of the 9th inning. Auburn currently leads over Batavia 4-8. Just need one more out on the Double Days. First pitch goes in there for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. One more out by the Double Days, and they get an upset victory over the number 1 seed in the West Division. That one's low, 2-0. Coming in here. And then the game that the Pioneers were watching, the game out in Canada against Niagara, Canada, it's only in against Niagara, 10-8 in favor of the Oilers. Pitch outside. It's going to be 3-0. Coming here for Duback. 3-0 count coming now. The pitch. That one bounces in the dirt. Duback was standing straight up for that one. As it goes down, a walk comes in. First man gets on in the top half of the 9th. It's coming up now is going to be Jack Aylward for the Pioneers. Looking to try and get his first hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 3. He has a walk. Popped down his last time up that Burcroft ended up running and tripped over the pitching mound for. Alex Bowles on the mound here. The pitch, that one outside. He's thrown 5 pitches in this inning, all of which have gone for balls. So 1-0 count coming in now. Brendan Duback over at first base. Set kick steals that one low, 2-0. 6 in a row so far by Bowles. And he has missed the zone on. Getting ready now. Pitch number 7 of the inning. And 7th ball coming in. Alex Bowles has not thrown a strike yet through these first 2 batters of this inning. 5-2 in favor of the Pioneers. The pitch, that one. And once again, Jack Aylward held straight up and will head over to first base on a walk. His second walk of the ball game. In 5 plate appearances, he gets on twice. Duback moves over to second base, and it's going to be a discussion after the 8 straight pitches go for 2 walks. Now coming up is going to be Trevor Reed. Looks to go with 2 ducks on the pond, potential opportunity to increase this lead to much higher as men begin to run out towards the bullpen for the Geneva Red Wings. Wins the name of the Pioneers would just about eliminate the Red Wings from playoff contention. That's a pitch that goes for a strike. Pitch number 9 of the top half of the 9th inning goes for a strike. First strike of it. Now it's an 0-1 count here to Reed. That one's in on the ground. It's going to be attacked there by Marsh, who throws over towards the shortstop, over to first, not in time. Was not able to beat the throw, so a fielder's choice gets Jack Aylward out. Burcroft not able to make it. Over to third goes Brendan Duback. So now coming up is going to be Tyson Gingrich. Man on the corners with 1 down. Duback over at third. First base has Trevor Reed. Throw, that one goes for a strike. So just 1 down right now. Pioneers 9 hits in the ball game, a 3-run lead over the Geneva Red Wings. 2-2 on the season in terms of the series between these 2 sides. Pitch outside, ball. They'll play 1 more time this season. That'll be on Friday at Dunn Field, a fireworks night presented by Southern Tier Custom Fabricators and Hilliard. For ticket information, call 607-734-2690. That one goes inside. It's going to be a 2-1 count. Pioneers with just 3 more games after this. On the road to Newark tomorrow. Home against Geneva on Friday. And then on the road on Sunday to take on against Auburn. That one is ripped towards left center field. Tracing after that one is Riccio, who makes the grab on the run. Will have to try and throw it in, though, as tagging up is Brandon Duback for another run. It's now a 6-2 ball game in favor of the Pioneers. Sacrifice fly comes in there by Tyson Gingrich. And now coming up is going to be Manny Esley. A 4-run lead now for the Pioneers. As that will get a much-needed lead further up for the Pioneers. First pitch coming in to Esley. That one's in the dirt. Arego with a good slide there against the stop. There's 2 men warming up in the bullpen for the Red Wings. 1-0 incoming to Esley. The pitch, that one outside corner strike. It's going to be 1-1. Here. Manny Esley had a slide at home earlier, or a play at home earlier when he was trying to come home on a tag-up play where he got tagged down, but he hit the glove. Ball came out, but also hit the catcher. Caused an out due to what is known in the MLB as the Buster Posey rule. Not trying to slide, just running into the catcher. 2-2, now incoming on a swing and miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Alex Bowles trying to get out of this inning with just 1 run scoring. Following a walk of the first 2 men he faced. 2-2, the pitch. That one is hit foul. High and foul towards the right side. Remains 2-2. As the Auburn Double Days have beaten the Batavia Muck Dogs 8-4 in Auburn. Pitch to Esley. That goes for a ball. It's going to be a full count. Just a touch too high. Makes it a full count. That was a very close pitch. I thought that hit the zone. But it remains and now goes to a full count. Here. Alex Bowles, the pitch. That one hit hard by Esley, high into the air. Shallow left field. Going in for that one is going to be Briggs, but also is Riccio, who makes the actual catch over there and gets the out. So 3 down. We now head to the bottom half of the 9th inning. The Pioneers lead 6-2. Geneva has just 3 outs to work with to try and take the lead back and win the ball game. But Sam Watts comes back onto the mound to try and close this one up. Return here in the bottom half of the 9th inning as they get ready for the throwdown here. Sam Watts still on the rubber for the Pioneers. Looking to try and get the win here and close out this one. Mikey Geisler started this ball game off, went through 4 2/3 innings before he ended up getting pulled. 2 runs ended up scoring, both of which will be earned against Geisler. Then Watts came in relief, and ever since he's been able to hold down, just allowed 1 hit so far. That came against the man who is in the hole right now, Arrigo. But first comes Ben Buxton. So far today, 0 for 3 is Buxton. Paired strikeouts and a groundout. First pitch, that one in there for a strike. Good breaking ball. Gets into the plate. It's going to be a 0-1 count coming in. Looks down towards home. Now gets set here is Sam Watts. The pitch, that one, hit off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop in towards left field. Attacking over for that one is Trevor Reed. Ben Buxton's going to turn from first, but he's not going to go any further. He'll hold up. The ball goes past Esley. Aylward will come into backup. So a single comes in there. It's the fourth hit of the ball game for the Geneva Red Wings. And leadoff man gets on. And now coming up is going to be Andrew Hausman to get ready to go. Saw Cannon Van Duzer warming up in the bullpen. There is a pinch runner coming out here. Potentially for Buxton. Christian Bermudez coming in as that pinch runner. The first pitch comes in. That one's low. It's a 1-0. Man on first base right now for Geneva. They need to score 4 runs to tie this ball game up, 5 to win it. Pioneers scored 1 in the top half of the 9th. Here goes. Watts delivers. That one swung on there and missed for a strike. So it'll be 1-1 coming up now for Hausman. 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and then a grounder to Jack Aylward over at first, who just stepped on the bag for the out. The pitch, that one, it's a runner potentially going, but pulls back is Bermudez. It's a 2-1. Pitch out there. Dubak was getting ready to try and drill one down towards second base. Watts. Sad. Delivers. That one swung on a miss there for strike 2. So now it's a 2-2 count incoming with no outs. Once looks down. Gets set. Sign comes in from Dubak. 2-2. Pick off attempt. So we'll remain a 2-2 count. No tag there at first base. Pioneers looking to try and get the victory here. And is up in Canada right now. It's a 10-8 ball game. That one is swung on and missed there and into the mid, and it goes for strike number 3. So 1 is down. Big strikeout there from Sam Watts. Now coming up is going to be C.J. Arrego, who had a hit earlier against Watts. Tries to see if he can do one again here. As they get ready to go. Watts delivers. That one's inside. Almost hits Arrego. The break on that pitch, not enough. 1-0. Look down. Middle infield plays a little bit closer in case of a steal attempt coming in from Bermudez. Pitch. That one is going to go inside. Does not hit off the bat, though, of the batter in C.J. Arrego, and that moves over the runner. Bermudez moves over towards second base. Arrego laughing a little bit as he was walking around. It's a 2-0 count incoming here for Arrego. Two-0. 1 out. Watts delivers. That one swung on a miss there by Arrego. Outside part of the plate. Just a little too far. His bat cannot pick that up. It's going to be a 2-1. C.J. Arrego trying to get another hit in this ball game. 1 for 3. The pitch. That one outside. So back to the outside part of the plate is Sam Watts, and now will be discussion between Watts and Dubak. It's a 3-1 count. Watts gave a point back towards Bermudez, who's over in second. It seems like just a discussion have to believe Watson just has to think about home right now. The man batting. 3-1 count. It has cooled down here in Geneva, New York. Remember earlier in the year when we have games that were in the 90s. Today the high was just 69 degrees. Pitch. That one swung on and missed there. Fastball gets past him. Full count incoming here for CJ Orego. Look down towards home. Man on second base. Bermudez trying to move along. Watts kicks, deals. That one swung on, heads over, falls into shallow right field. It's going to be grabbed there by Gingrich. He throws on in towards Sam Watts, who cuts off. And Bermudez moves over to third. So it's men on the corners now with just one out. Here as Nick Filipponi now steps up. Single there by Orego, his second hit of the ball game. It's his 5th hit for the Geneva Red Wings. And it's just one out here now. 2 outs left for the Geneva Red Wings to work with. Just try and score 4 runs. They have 2 on right now. Trying to see if they can move. Filipponi had a single back in the 5th against Geisler. That one goes for a strike. It's an 0-1. He ended up being the first run for the Red Wings in the contest. Watts looking to continue to work. If he can get one on the ground, opportunity to turn 2. Pitch, that one. Looking for a strike, no framing. Watts does not like it. He puts the glove over his mouth before getting it back. Bonnie had the outside corner, was not given the call. 1-1, coming in now. 1 out. The pitch, that one, fouled. Away. Heads into the darkness of the night over by the parking lot. A 1-2 count now incoming. Trying to get the second out of this inning is Sam Watts. CJ Orego over at first base. Bermudez at third. Man on the corners right now. Getting ready. Watts delivers that one. Hit off the inner part of the bat. Grabbed there by Tidwell. He throws over to first. It's going to be in time for the out. 1 run does score. Sacrifice hit there. Scores the run with Filipponi. It's a 6-3 ball game here. But now it's 2 down. Man moves over to second base there. Is Orego. 2 down. Now coming up is Ryan Panagrasso. 0 for 3 the ball game. Now trying to put some hits together as Geneva is down to their final out in the game to score 3 runs to tie this one up and take it to the 10th inning. Pitch, that one, inside strike. Panagrasso turned his shoulder, but that one looked like it was right in there for a strike on the fastball. Fans not too pleased with that one here in their hometown team. Currently trailing. Pioneers looking to get one on the road. 0-1. Pitch. That one swung. Foul. Roped foul. Down to their final strike are the Red Wings with a man on second base. Pioneers looking to get what seems to be a must-win game for the season. 2 down, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one, outside corner, no good. Watts thought he had that one. It'll be a 1-2 count. Look down towards home. Here, as back into the box goes Panagrasso. just have to get the final out here. Watts in line for the victory if this score holds. 1-2, the pitch. Step out. It was timeout called by Patagrasso. Watts will step back on. Patagrasso, that late timeout call goes in favor. There's a warm-up of a right-hander in the bullpen for the Pioneers, if need be. 1-2, the pitch. That one high. It's going to go for a ball. Patagrasso moves the head away. Wants with the fastball there. It's a 2-2. Just need one more strike here. Is Sam Watts. 6-3 ball game. 2-2, the pitch. That one inside, strike 3 on the corner. Watts gives his pump of the call, and the Pioneers win the ball game. Patagrasso stands at home, confused by that one, and the Pioneers will win this one 6-3. Watts getting celebrated with his team. Puts on the crown, and the entire field there will give a little hop up and down. Geneva ends out there 6-3 in favor of the Pioneers. Strike 3 the call there against Patagrasso, who moved on the inside. Just a fastball got him. And with that one, the Pioneers win this ball game. And with that, let's take a look at the standings real quick. Batavia, they dropped their game today. They're 26-10-1 now. Auburn moves to 21-15. Pioneers now move to 18-16. Olean and Niagara right now in their ball game. It's 10-8 in favor of Olean. Bottom of the 8th inning. Have to see how that one develops. And that is important because the Pioneers have just 3 games remaining. It's a game against Newark tomorrow and Newark. Then Friday, it's fireworks presented by Hilliard and Southern Tier Custom Fabricators. And then on Sunday, it's a road game to Auburn for the final game of the season. For ticket information, call 607-734-2690. Pioneers win this one. They improve to 18 wins on the season. We'll see you tomorrow in Newark. Pioneers look to take another one over the Pilots in that ball game. Have a good night, folks.